there's no one in!
All right, hold your horses.
Yeah, there is now.
Do you mind?
Where is she?
Oi!
Hey, calm down, will you?
What's he doing with her?
Well, your Tracy dumped her on us, and now we've been stuck with her for 3 flipping days.
Well, I'm sure she had her reasons.
Yeah, to ruin my weekend.
Or perhaps she was trying to make the feckless father do his bit for a change.
Is she in?
No. And do you really think I'd leave the poor little thing with you two if she was?
You don't have to now. Come on, you can have her.
I wish I could, but I can't. I'm having my dentures refitted at past, and I can't do that with a squirming child on my lap, can I?
We'll go another time.
You wouldn't say that if it were you that had to suck your bread for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, pet, but your mummy'll be back to rescue you soon. You just make sure she comes to no harm.
She's got to be somewhere.
Oi! You should have been back at work 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, something's come up.
I don't care. Get back in there now.
Go on, you better go and do as he says.
Do you know when I've finished? I'm going to find her, and I'm going to nail her to the flipping pavement.
I don't know. She's been very good to me. I can't do it to her, Tracy. She's the only person that's ever shown any kind of faith to me, you know?
Kieran, another bottle of Chateau What's-It when you're ready.
I'll bring it over to you.
Look, once you tell her it's going to be easy, at least give yourself a chance to think about it. We deserve a break, me and you.
That's what this is about, isn't it?
What?
A 2-week break in the sun.
Of course not.
But it's just a bit of a coincidence then. All of a sudden, the mention of money and you've decided that I'm the most important fella in your life.
Oh, right, so what are you trying to say, Kieran? That I'm trying to rip you off or something?
Well, it's just a bit of a turnaround, that's all. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that you said that you didn't want to get into anything too heavy.
Well, yeah, because I was scared, wasn't I? You know, it's a really big step admitting you're falling for somebody. I thought you felt the same, but maybe I misread the signals.
I do care about you, Tracy, you know I do.
Yeah, well, you've got a funny way of showing it. You know, I finally pluck up the courage to tell you. You throw it back in my face.
Tracy, wait!
You realise what a slap in the face this is for us? Me, I'm glad they're not coming. I want to swing from him. She's gutted.
Stop having a go at him. It's not his fault.
I just can't understand how they've gone this far. All right, so they're not happy. Does that mean they have to boycott the wedding?
They're not doing this to be cruel. It's hurting them as much as anybody.
My heart bleeds for them.
You haven't a clue what she put them through, have you?
Why are you dragging all this up again?
Because neither of you seem to understand what that did to them. The shame they went through. Deepak's family were the oldest friends, but they've never spoken to him since. They've been cut off from people at home, and their friends round here they've lost as well. But you expect them to put all that aside and come rushing to your wedding?
I thought they'd have been pleased. I am marrying a nice Hindu Gujarati boy now, just like they always wanted.
You're doing the same as you did before. Last time it was a no, this time it's a phone call, but both times you're saying, this is what I'm doing, whether you like it or not.
It's my life!
No, Sunny, it's not just your life, because whatever you do affects everyone else's lives as well. Including mine, if you must know. I mean, who do you think had to pick up the pieces when you ran off? Who had to contact Deepak's family and break the news, cancel all the arrangements, calm all the relatives? And guess who's going to have to pick up the pieces for Mum and Dad again?
I'm sorry. I didn't realise it. I didn't think.
Hang on, there's nothing for you to apologise about. What was she supposed to have done, man? Will I marry him just to make everyone else happy?
I'm not saying that. I understand why she did what she did. I even understand what she's doing now. No question of taste. All I'm saying is there are consequences, and they can't just be ignored. I'm asking you to understand their side too.
I do. I didn't expect them to come anyway. As long as I've got some of my family there, I'm happy. You are going to come, aren't you?
How can I? Be like I'm turning my back on them as well. I'm sorry, Sunny, I can't do that to them.
No.
No, you keep that.
I should be tipping you for coming in, Fred.
Things will pick up, don't you worry. What were all that between you and Tracy? Looked like a lover's tiff to me.
We're just mates. I mean, we do have some fun from time to time, but it doesn't mean anything. At least I didn't think it did. Not to her, anyway.
I don't know. Things were a lot simpler in the old days. You met someone, you took her out, you got engaged, you got wed. And everybody knew where they stood. And you know why?
Why?
Because everybody trusted each other, that's why. If a girl agreed to walk out with you, you knew damn well there wasn't anybody else linking her other arm. There were commitment, loyalty, aye, and love. Nowadays, well, you don't even mention the word for people laughing at you. The world's gone mad.
I came to try and explain. I came because I don't want another 4-year silence. You know, I'm trying to do my best here. For them and her. But you're not making it very easy for me.
Well, excuse me, but maybe I don't think you are doing your best, especially for her.
Stop it. I don't want to end up falling out with my brother. Not when I've only just got him back. I can't say I'm not disappointed. But I understand. I know it's hard for you. We will still be able to keep in touch, won't we?
Of course. I want it as much as you.
Good. In which case, I'd like the two of you to try and get on together. OK? Please? For me?
Well, you know, I suppose she is right. I mean, we are going to be family after all, whether we like it or not.
Exactly. So, me and Jaya are going to get to know each other a little better. And you two are going to stay here and do the same, all right?
Well, I think you're mad. I mean, you know what he's like. We both do. Who's this, then? Jason Grimshaw. Why do you know him? I've seen him around. Why? What is he like? He's all right. No, he's not. He's a two-timing toe bag. He slept with someone behind her back, and he slept with her behind my back. You what? Well, we both went out with him, see? Now she's thinking of going out with him again. Really? Gotta be desperate if you ask me. Exactly.
Look, there's 3 things that really count about a bloke, and he's got all 3.
Go on then, what's that?
All right. Number 1, he's really fit. Number 2, he's taller than me, which is essential if you want to wear heels. And number 3, he's got a job so he can afford to take me places. In what walker do you want? Ugh, and he's better than anything else around here.
Oh, so come on then, don't keep us in suspenders. How did you do?
Well, we got kicked off at half-time, didn't you?
Leave it out, eh, so?
Yeah. Scored a couple of goals.
That's my baby.
Yeah, in whose net?
Jamie, you could try being pleased for him.
Nah, kidding that would. Can't handle it when I do well, can you?
Can you kids just stop bickering, eh?
You call Weatherfield County doing well?
Jamie!
I've got bigger things planned. Little do for stars.
Yes.
So come on, I want an action replay.
My first goal got disallowed. Reckon I failed the other guy.
And did you?
Of course he did. Well, his leg got in the way, didn't it?
Was that?
It's all right. I got a yellow card. But I made up for it in the second half.
Oh, did you hear that?
I did. That is brilliant, son. Isn't it, Jamie?
Ah, so he is a footballer. I thought he was just having me on.
Well, it's hardly Man U, is it?
So, I was going to start somewhere, and it could be in a couple of years. I might have one of those massive houses in Bramwell with the big electric gates and a Ferrari parked on the drive.
Well, and you sat in it.
Yeah. Well, why not?
Well, Candice, you don't even fancy him. You just said so.
Well, looks aren't everything.
What money is?
Well, it helps, yeah. Plus 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I don't know about you, but I could do with something a little bit stronger. Or, are you traditional in that respect as well?
I'm not traditional in any respect.
Huh? You could have fooled me. Not coming to your sister's wedding simply because it's not arranged strikes me as, well, pretty traditional.
You know very well that's not the reason.
Huh? What is it? I mean, your parents, cheers, they're only doing what they think is right, and I kind of respect them for it, but you're nothing but a hypocrite. You don't agree with any of this, but you're still getting along with it.
That's not true. You may not understand their viewpoint, but I do. You forget I had to watch them.
They're living in the past. Of course, it's a lot easier sneaking around here behind their backs than it is to face up to them and help them move on, isn't it? Now, you ask yourself, if this was your wedding and you wanted your sister to come, do you think that she would refuse for a minute? No. She'd be there for you, no matter what anyone else thought.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jace, listen, about tonight.
I was going to mention that.
Well, the thing is, I don't really want to go out here.
You what?
Well, no offence, it's just, you can't really offer me what I need at the moment. Is that okay?
No, it's not okay. And how do you mean I can't offer you what you want?
Well, sometimes girls need more, that's all. You know, like a guy who's going places.
Candice, I am going places.
Yeah, but they're the places I want to be seen in. I don't think so. But no hard feelings, Jace.
Oh. So, how'd you get on? Yeah, a couple of tears, you know, but she'll get over it. Nice one.
So what are you going to do now? Dunno. I'm going to find her. She can run, but she can't hide. Kieran?
How are you?
What are you doing here?
I was just getting some shopping.
Yeah, well, I can see that. Why aren't you in the restaurant? I thought you said we had a big party booking.
Yeah, but they cancelled, didn't they? Last minute.
Well, what about the other customers?
There wasn't anybody there. The place was empty, so I said I'd just give yourself the night off, you know?
Well, it's a pity we can't all do that. The whole world would just grind to a halt.
You can't just close the place whenever you feel like. We're trying to build custom.
I'm working my fingers to the bone in that place. Why can't they have the odd night off, eh?
I told you he was a waster.
I'll tell you why. Because I put a hell of a lot of money into this and I want to start seeing some return. And so you continue to work your fingers to the bone until I see that happens. You know, maybe Mike's right. Maybe you are a waster. Now you get back there and you open the place.
We've had a lovely time, haven't we? We've fed the dogs and we've even seen a squirrel. How about you two?
We didn't see either.
Not been rowing, have you?
No, we haven't been rowing, have we?
No, it was more like a heated discussion. Apparently, I'm a hypocrite and a coward.
Dev, I begged you not to do this. I don't want you falling out. He's the only family I've got.
It's all right. He's entitled to speak his mind. You know, I wasn't making any excuses before. I just don't want any more trouble in the family.
I know, it's okay.
But at the same time, he's got a point. There is a bit of me that's afraid of standing up to him, making him move on. Never had to, I suppose. Unlike you. Still, a couple more of these and I'm sure I'll manage it.
What? You mean?
I'll come to the wedding. That is if you still want me.
If I still want you?
There you go, love. Cheers. Oh, by the way, Karen was looking for you earlier. Oh, was she now?
Right, I'm just going to make a phone call.
Go on, nip to the toilet then.
Shelley, vodka and tonic and a gin and tonic, love, please. Hello, Fred. Did you go out to lunch in the end?
I did. So rum do when your friends are too busy to spend any time with you.
Oh, he's been like this all evening. Talk about putting the punters off.
Oh, go on. I could take you out to a club or something. Get to know each other.
Oh, I think I know you already.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I know you've got a thing for hairdressers on your road.
Whatever they said is not true.
Oh, pity. Because they were showering you with compliments.
Why? What did they say?
They said you were great at lying and cheating.
Yeah, it's just sour grapes because I'm not going out with them anymore.
Yeah, well, that Candice seemed to think you were.
Well, I'm not. I don't too, okay?
Very nice.
Because I want to go out with you instead.
Oh, and now you're not going out with either of us.
Oh, go on. Give the lad a break. I tell you what, I'll give you the rest of the night off if you let him buy you a drink.
Oh, cheers, Shell.
What are you thanking her for? I've not said I will yet. Still, be mad to refuse a night off. Go on then, half a lager.
Hey, Shelley, what did you do that for?
Oh, thanks. Well, I'm a sucker for young love.
He's probably only doing it for free drinks. And he's only probably doing it for a free...
Fred?
Wow! That's what they do these days. That's what they do these days. Henry Road. I thought you were seeing what you call Candice.
He was, but he dumped her.
Oh, that's all right then. Oh, breaking the poor girl's heart just 'cause he's taken a fancy to somebody else. That's what I'm saying, see? Couples these days, they treat each other like commodities. There's no thought for each other's feelings.
Well, I don't think you can tar all young people with the same brush, Fred.
No. I mean, look at my neighbours, the McDonald's. Now, there's a couple you thought were never last, and yet they're still going strong. And you know, I rarely hear a raised voice from them now.
Oi! Do you think you're clever? You don't your kid on us, and then you bog off for 3 days.
Oh, what's the matter, Karen? You know it was out of joint because, for once, you didn't have Steve's full attention. Anyway, I was only doing you a favour.
Favour? And how'd you work that one out?
Well, I know how desperate you are for a baby, don't I? Seems selfish not to share mine, especially because half is Steve's anyway.
Selfish? Oh, yeah, you'd know all about that. You dumped that poor little kid in our doorway, and then you just leave her. I mean, anything could have happened to her.
Actually, I didn't dump her. I was round the corner. I was keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, well, you are going to say that, aren't you? Tell you what, Tracy, it isn't good enough.
Well, I really don't care what you think, Karen, because, quite frankly, it's none of your business.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Because, yeah, she's half Steve's. And as Steve's wife, I'll be backing him all the way.
What are you going on about now, Karen?
We've decided to apply for custody. And I reckon we stand a pretty good chance, seeing as you've deserted her already. See you in court, Tracy.
What have you been up to?
Now,
Oi! Come back here, you cow. You're not having a baby, give her back.
All right, yeah.
There you go, baby.
Problem solved. If you think for 1 second that we wanted custody of that, then you must be off your head. Which you are. That's another reason why we don't want it.
All right, Karen, that's enough.
If you ever bring that anywhere near us again, you will regret it.
Yeah, well, I rather think that's Steve's decision, don't you? After all, she is his daughter, not yours.
All right, then. You tell her, Steve. Steve.
Karen's right, we don't want her around anymore.
Well, you don't mean that, Steve. Look, why don't you stand up to her for once in your life? She can't stop you seeing your daughter.
No, we don't want to see her, all right. Come on.
I take it there's going to be no more trouble?
No. Everything's going to be fine now, thanks. I'll have a couple of bites, please.
Karen, you played a blinder there.
I know, didn't I?
I think it's really big of you, that, taking on someone else's kid.
Okay, she's only winding her up.
Oh.
Do you know what? You should have seen her face when she realised she won't be dumping that little brat on us again, eh?
No, probably not.
I'll have to sit down, Lisa.
All right, well, let's go over there then, see.
Shall they? Give Candice whatever she's having on the house.
Thanks, Fred. I'll have a vodka and orange, please.
They've all been there. Flattered one day, discarded the next.
Okay. Is he on something?
Yeah, his soapbox. Just ignore him.
Playing off when you're ready, Shell.
Okay, love.
Huh? You didn't waste any time, did you?
There's no point hanging around, is there?
No, there isn't.
Well, you were right. She soon got over it. With your mate, by the looks of things.
I think it was your free drink that did the trick. Never seen a broken heart mend so fast.
They're all the same these days.
Where the heck have you been all afternoon? I've been rushed off my feet.
You're drunk?
I am not.
You only smoke them things when you've had a few.
Don't deny me one of the few pleasures I've got left in life.
What's up with him?
Oh, take no notice, Ashley, love. He's just in one of his moods, that's all.
He's decided that young couples these days aren't romantic enough.
I hope you don't include us in that.
I do.
Oh, Fred!
Well, if they really loved each other, they'll get wed. I said, they'd get wed, wouldn't they? Hey? Instead of dilly-dallying around.
We do really love each other.
Why are you so scared of taking the next step? I tell you, romance is dead.
Rubbish.
Go on then. We'll see. Eh? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say something.
What are you doing?
I'm making an announcement. I will offer a free weekend in Paris to any couple who can prove to me that romance still exists.
Oh, Fred!
I think you've had enough.
Are you sure about this, Fred?
Perfectly. Another.
Hiya.
I've just come to pick some stuff up.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I'm sorry about earlier. It was a rotten thing to say.
Yeah, well, it seems like I'm an easy target, doesn't it?
Don't say that. Did you mean it when you said that you love me?
Yeah, of course I did. Doesn't mean anything now, though, does it?
Yes, it does. I bumped into Penny earlier, and she gave me a right dressing down for not being at the restaurant. She made me feel like a little boy being told off by me teacher. She even had the nerve to call me a waster. And there I was, thinking that she had great faith in me. But she's just like all the rest, piling all the blame on me. I mean, it's not my fault, all this stuff. The odds were stacked against me.
Yeah, and?
And I've had enough. I've had enough of the whole thing. I've decided. You're right. Why should I not get something out of this? We'll give her 20 grand, but we'll keep 40 grand for ourselves.
Kieran, do you really mean that?
Yes, Tracy, I do. Let's take the money and go.